Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Tronesia in the course Digital Electronics. In today's video lecture, we will see how to convert an octal number into a hexadecimal number. So here we are with the first example 472, which is an octal number. We have to convert it in hexadecimal number. The first step is we have to convert the given octal number into a binary number. That is the first step. If you don't know how to do this conversion, then the link of that video is in the description below. You can check it out, but still I will show you how to do. What we have to do first, we have to write down the binary equivalent of the individual digits, that is of 4, then of 7, and then of 2. We have to write down the 3-bit binary equivalent of individual digits. So starting with 4, the binary equivalent of 4, that is a 3-bit equivalent of 4, is 1 0 0. Now the binary equivalent of 7, 3-bit binary equivalent of 7 is 1 1 1, and that of 2 is 0 1 0. So this was a first step, that is converting the individual digits into its binary form, that we did, right? Now the second step is joining all these three groups. So this was our first step, and the second step is joining these three groups, that is hence we get 1 0 0. Now the second group 1 1 1, and the third group 0 1 0. So this was a second step. Now the third step is very easy. We all know that the base of any hexadecimal number is always 4, and so we have to divide this number into groups of 4, that is groups of 4 from the right hand side. Remember the thing from the right hand side. So our first group will be 1 0 1 0, second group will be 0 0 1 1, and the third group will be, oh yeah, it is only 1. So what we have to do to convert it in a group of 3, we a group of 4, we have to add we have to add 3 zeros on the left hand side, 0 0 and 0. So we can see that we get a full 4 group number, that is 0 0 0 1. And now we have to write down the numbers 0 0 0 1, the first 4-bit group, then the second 4-bit group as 0 0 1 1, and the second 4, and the third and the last 4-bit group as 1 0 1 0. You see guys, it was so simple. What we did in the first step, we converted it into 3-bit binary number individual digits, then we joined them, and then we separated out as 4-bit binary number groups. And in the last step, what we have to do, we have to convert this numbers into its this group into its decimal format. That is, we have to convert 0001. The decimal equivalent of 0001 is 1. The decimal equivalent of 0011, as we all know, is 3, right? And the decimal equivalent of 1010 is 10. But we all know that in hexadecimal numbers we cannot write the numbers as 10, 11, 12, 13 or 15. Instead, if such numbers come across, then we have to represent it by letters, and we can see here in the reference that the number 10 is represented as A. So instead of writing 10, we have to write A, and so our number is 13A, that is 13A in hexadecimal number. So it was so simple, only a 4-step process. First we have to convert it in 3-bit binary numbers, individual digits, then we have to join them, then convert, then again we have to separate them as 4-bit because we want a hexadecimal number, and then writing down the hexadecimal in equivalent of individual digits, and then joining them, and so we get the final answer as 13A, and the subscript as 16 because it is a hexadecimal format. Now let's take another example, second example 3734. Oh, it is so simple. What we have to do, we have to write down the 3-bit equivalent, binary equivalent of individual digits. So the binary equivalent of 3 is 0 1 1, that of 7 is 1 1 1, again 3, so 0 1 1, and 4 is 1 0 0. Now the second step, we know that we have to join this group, so we get 0 1 1 1 1 1 0 1 1 and 1 0 0. Now in the next step we have to divide it in groups of 4 from the right hand side. Remember this thing, from the right hand side. The first group is 1 1 0 0. We write it down here, 1 1 0 0. Second group is 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 1. Fourth group is 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1, and we see here that there is no need of writing down extra 0 bits because all the four groups are perfectly formed. And in the fourth step we have to, and this was the end of the third step, in the fourth step we have to write down the decimal equivalent of numbers, that is 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1 is 0 1 1 1 is 7, so writing down here 7. Then 1 1 0 1 corresponds to a decimal equivalent 13, and the number 1100 corresponds to 12. As we can see here, it is a hexadecimal number and hence we cannot write the number as 13 and 12. So seeing in the reference, 12 is represented by C and 13 is represented by D. So in this place it will be D, and in this place it will be a C, and so our final number will be 7 D C in hexadecimal form. It was very simple. Now to brush up, let's take one more example. 5131. It is very simple. What we have to do, we have to write down the 3-bit binary equivalent of individual digits. So that of 5 is 1 0 1, 1 is 0 0 1, 3 is 0 1 1, and again 1 we all know is 0 0 1. Now merging all the four groups we get 1 0 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 1. Now the third step is divide it in four groups. The first group 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1, then comes 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1, then comes 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. So the decimal equivalent of 1 0 1 0 is 10, then 0 1 0 1 is 5, and that of 1 0 0 1 is 9, and we cannot write the number as 10, hence we have to cut it and instead write down the letter A because it is represented as the number 10 in hexadecimal. So our final number is A59 in hexadecimal. Now let's take a last example. 4241 in octal, we have to convert it in hexadecimal. We have to write down the 3-bit binary equivalent of individual digits, that is 1 0 0, then 0 1 0, again 1 0 0, and 0 0 1. We have to merge these groups, so we get 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 and 0 0 1. Now the 4-bit equivalent of 0 0 0 1 is 1. The 4-bit equivalent of 1 0 1 0, that is we divided it in 4-bit number. 1 0 1 0 is 10, and decimal equivalent of 1 0 0 0 is 8, but we cannot write the number as 10, hence we have to represent it as a letter A, and in the last we get the final hexadecimal equivalent as 8A1. So it was very simple, only a 4-step process. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me in the comment section. Please like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.